You want to know how to spot the hidden signs of gaslighting? By the end of this video, you're going to know how to spot the hidden signs of gaslighting. Hey there, I'm Rebecca Zung. I am an attorney. I am also a narcissist negotiation expert, and I have helped thousands of people go from drama, trauma, and chaos to step into lives of freedom, possibility, and purpose. And if you want to do the same thing, then feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Okay, so let's talk about gaslighting. What is gaslighting anyway? Well, gaslighting is something that all narcissists use. It is a really disgusting way of getting someone to just completely doubt their reality. It's a way to destabilize people, especially in negotiating. And that's what I talk about. That's what I teach people how to do. I've seen people be destabilized in negotiating. What happens is they just start to question their own mind. So the way I've seen it used in a number of different ways, but basically it's, we talked about that. Don't you remember? I don't remember talking about that. Or they take like threads of things and they say that happened this way or that way, and it didn't really quite happen that way or this way. And they kind of deconstructed and reconstructed it in a different way. And so you just start to question your own mind. And it actually came from a movie and then also a play from like the 30s or 40s, and was actually called Gaslight. And the husband was trying to get the wife to think that she was crazy. So he would blow out these gas lights and she would say, "Wasn't that just lit?" And he would say, "No, no, it wasn't." That's how that term actually came about, because he was actually trying to think she was crazy. So I've actually had it happen to me a number of times in various relationships with covert narcissists. My actual least favorite, because I've had to deal with covert narcissists myself. So what are the hidden signs of gaslighting? Well, so what they will do is they'll say something like, "Oh my goodness, you're so sensitive. You're so overly dramatic." Like basically just trying to make somebody feel like they have no right to feel that way. And they kind of just sort of like weave it in a way that just sort of like, "Oh, where did that come from?" It is a way of gaslighting. It's just sort of like makes you sort of question like, "Oh, where did that come from?" It's like a little poke, and it's a little way to just sort of like make somebody feel like they have no right to feel that way. Covert, it's a really little way of something that covert narcissists definitely use. And with covert narcissists, they always have this way of like using plausible deniability, so that if anybody ever questions it, it's like, it just seems like, "What? I didn't say anything. It doesn't seem that bad. It doesn't seem, oh, they seem so nice." Nothing ever seems out of place. No hair ever seems out of place. Nothing ever seems bad. But the person themselves are kind of questioning what's going on. Another one is like projection and deflection. Like you bring something up and then they just sort of change the subject. And it's like all of a sudden you're not talking about what you wanted to talk about. And so it's a way of sort of putting that person down and letting them know that they don't matter to you, but you just didn't really realize what happened. Or they kind of question the way you brought something up or the tone of the way you brought something up. And so it's a constant sort of way of sort of belittling you. So you never really get to talking about what you wanted to talk about. Your feelings don't matter, or whatever it is that you wanted to bring up never gets talked about, but it's just constantly shifted. But it's because of the way you brought it up, when you brought it up, how you brought it up. It's just constantly projected off into something else, or we'll talk about it later. That's a way of sort of gaslighting you as well. And by the way, I have a whole video on how to gaslight the narcissist, how to flip that script, and you can definitely check that video out if you'd like. And if you are so ready to turn the tables on narcissists, give me a turn the tables in the comments below. I know you are so ready to turn the tables. And then, another way is like, this never happened or that never happened. They twist the way things happened. They want to record your conversations, but then they accuse you of being petty, which is very interesting. It's just like you constantly feel like you need to defend yourself when you're dealing with them. And, here's the thing. Narcissists, they all engage in gaslighting. That is just something that happens with narcissists. It is something that they all do. They just can't help themselves. It is part of their DNA. There's just something off. You just feel it when you are dealing with them, that sort of thing in your chest, or that pit in your gut. It's just always happening. And they do come from this premise that all people are manipulative. That's just how they feel all the time. They feel like they're protecting themselves from being manipulated, because they feel that all people are manipulative. I mean, they come from this place of survival. That's how they are in the world. It's kind of a sad thing. It is, but you can't save them. I know, I see you empaths out there. I know you think that you can, but you can't. Just don't think that you can. Just protect yourself. Do what you need to do to protect yourself. Start by grabbing my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. And it's a free ebook. And don't do this alone. Go to my free Facebook group and join that, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung, and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you can get new content every single day when I upload new content. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share. Remember that you can slay this, because you definitely can. Mindset is everything. I say that every single day. I say that to myself when I wake up in the morning. Whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. So which are you going to choose? So true. And remember that today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. Defend your light with your life. Remember to slay. You got this. And I will definitely see you in the next video.